Okay, one thing that I really want to talk about is the journey that I have had with the African American Health Program. This all started a year ago, 2020 June or July, when I went for my physical and I found out that I am a diabetic and I didn't know what to do. And my wife remembered all the help she had gotten from the African American Health Program when she was pregnant and having all the complications. So we reached out to them. They got back to us the same day. On that very same day, I was already put on a plan. I was like, hey, do this, eat this way, start, weighing yourself, exercising, keeping yourself together, and doing all these things. And they were challenging. They were not easy things to do. But the guidance was there. But one thing that I really, really loved about the African American Health Program is the person that was mentoring me or guiding me through this journey was somebody that was dealing with the issues that I was dealing with. They were also a diabetic, so they can relate. It wasn't somebody that didn't know what I was feeling. All the times I had to poke my finger to check my blood, all the nervous things when I first started with the meals I was eating. I was like, I don't know how this is going to affect my blood sugar. I'm going to find out. And over time, with all the meetings and the Zoom calls and everything, I began to understand how my body reacts to sugar and what foods are good for me and what foods are not good for me in various quantities. And that made me an expert on myself, specifically with regards to dealing with my sugar. And then I went for my 3-month checkup in September, and yes, this month, about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I found out that not only is my A1C significantly dropped and out of the diabetes range, my blood pressure has dropped significantly as well. My blood sugars are under control, and my doctor actually reduced my medication from twice a day to once a day. And she said if I come back in December and these numbers are continuing to stay steady, I'll be taking off diabetes medication permanently. I did not expect to be able to beat this in 3 months. And not in a year. I thought I was just going to live this life and have this issue forever. And in 3 months, the African American Health Program has helped me beat diabetes, which people spend their whole lives fighting. And usually, a lot of times, especially people in our community, tend to lose that battle. I know people that have died from diabetes, or I know people that have died from diabetes who have lost a limb here and there, and their quality of life is significantly reduced. And that was my fear. But in 3 months, the African American Health Program has been able to get me out of that net and put me on path to live a better life, a longer life, watch my daughter grow and be somebody in this society. And I am very grateful for that. And I'm happy to help in any way that I can to be an advocate for the African American Health Program. And I'm really grateful for everything that they have done for me and my family. The thing that has exceeded my expectations the most is how consistent the African American Health Program has been with reaching out, how consistent they have been with keeping in touch with you. I can imagine there are a lot of people that are reaching out to the African American Health Program for advice and for guidance, but they make it seem so personal how they reach out to you. It's not like mass email blasts, it's personalized emails, personalized text messages. I'm getting calls regularly as I need them from my mentor who is guiding me through this process. So that level of detail-oriented attention to your specific issue has definitely been very great for me. All the classes that I attended were on Zoom. All the information sessions that I attended were on Zoom. There was one particular one about the types of foods that boost your blood sugar and those that lower your blood sugar, and I found that to be very informative because I didn't know about a lot of things, especially some fruits that I thought were good for your blood sugar were apparently not, and some that I thought were not good for your blood sugar were apparently were, and all the different ways to eat, what to snack. If your sugar is low, what can you quickly snack on to pick it up? If your sugar is too high, what can you do to bring it down? Little things like have a handful of almonds before you have your dinner if you're having some starch or if you're having something with high sugar. Those little things that I had no clue about because, like I said, I didn't know anything about diabetes because it never affected me personally, and I learned all these things from the African American Health Program. What I will tell someone that is considering joining the African American Health Program is worst case scenario, if you don't join, you're right where you are. And if you do join, worst case scenario is you're better off than where you are. And best case scenario is you're living your best life because they are focused on helping Black people in our community who, even though we might get the care and we might have the insurance and the job and the financial backing to see us through a lot of our health issues, that a lot of the health professionals are not very versed or able to treat us the way they might treat our other counterparts because our bodies are a little different, whether it's from historical diet, whether it's from, issues with where we are on the totem pole of the nation and everything. So because of that, I would advise all people that are having any health issues, and people that and even people that are not having health issues, reach out to African American Health Program because they have a lot of resources that can just get you to live a better life, live a healthier life, and their focus is to make the community better, to help the community thrive. So, what is the downside, really?